Shoot.
God damn, man.
Yes, sir. Now we here, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Man, I had to, this whole Zoom shit, man, got me going, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm good now though, baby, because I got me an iPhone.
Okay, I'm like, man, what is he over there doing? I can't hear nothing this dude talking about, man.
Hey, I'm shooting pool right now, and I was like, oh my, I got to do the Zoom call. I ran outside, and then I couldn't get none of the shit to work.
Yeah. I was like, man, he probably got some shit going on anyway.
Nah, man, what's up with you, baby? How you feel, man?
Man, life is good, man. Just living, trying to stay productive, creative, and progressive.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You freezing up and shit though.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. I can't do too much about the freezing up. That's gonna come with it.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm here.
Yes, sir.
So look, how long this meeting going, man?
How much time can I get?
I can I'm gonna go back in. I got to go back in here right quick, and then I can come back and reconnect.
Okay, so what I'll do is I just pause it then. Is that cool?
Yes, sir. Pause it, and then I'll come back in 10 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
All right, my guy. So tell me where you from, bro.
I'm from Chicago, Illinois, black man. Inglewood, the hood.
The good hood.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Did you grow up in Inglewood your whole life?
Actually, yes. Partially that, and Ida B. Wells.
Ida B. Wells. Okay.
Yep. Ida B. Wells and Inglewood.
Okay. What was it like growing up in Ida B. Wells?
Man, it was a beautiful thing when I was growing up. I'm 47 years old, so when I got into Ida B. Wells, they still had grass on those streets and everything like that. Now, it ain't even there no more. I went past that. Now they got luxury homes, baby. Hey, man. At the same so that's how I go with me. But I don't want it no other way. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There was no I grew up, but I'm gonna tell you, it made me a well-rounded person. Seeing the beauty and the deceit, if you would, you know what I mean?
Okay. Would you like to go in depth about the beauty and the deceit?
The beauty of it was that it was black people that was together. The deceit was that they put us all together to make us ruin each other.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I lived in Ida B. Wells, they had incinerators where you can do your garbage and things of that nature. And then as I got older, the incinerators was used to burn bodies.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
When that crack came, it changed the whole dynamics of every way of living.
Yes, sir.
So it was real. And the beauty, just like I said, and the beauty was that we were all taking care of each other at that time. You didn't have
back during those times, from what I remember, the village will raise the children, right?
Correct.
Once crack and heroin became a superior element within the black community, it seemed to be that the children were burning down the village.
That's correct. That is correct. And we forgot how to perpetuate good things instead of perpetuating bad things.
Yeah. So at
So
what point did
that's
you start to get into audio visual or music?
actually, it started as a child, brother. My grandfather and my uncle had a sound system. My grandfather had built the first sound system on the south side of Chicago, which was Monster speakers. When
Okay.
my grandfather built those Monster speakers, they didn't exist.
I can't
So-
see you. You there?
Can you see me?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm here though. You got me?
No, I don't see anything.
I see you though. So, but anyway,
I see you now. There we go.
you got me?
Yeah.
So my grandfather had built these Monster speakers, and my uncle Stevie, may his soul rest in peace, he DJ'd from State to the Lake. If you from Chicago, you know about the Tiger Lounge, Shotties, all these different, the Torque, all these different lounges that black people, which you would literally call the Black Circuit or the Chitlin Circuit, to where black people would go and after they got off of work to go, put their energies in the bottom of a bottle. He was the laureate, if you would say, to calm down all of the anxieties of life.
He was the maestro.
There you go. And from State to the Lake. So like DJing, pretty much the whole DJ thing, my grandfather pretty much was a part of that.
Okay.
So I was a roadie, being a roadie, taking records and setting up the equipment. That was pretty much my start in audio visual. And then once I got into to know what was going on and things of that nature, then that's when I got into the actual professional side of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What high school did you go to?
I went to South Shore High School. I took photography. That was my major in South Shore. And then after I went there, I took a couple of classes at Columbia.
Columbia, okay.
Mm-hmm. And then when I took those classes at Columbia, then that's when I got into audio visual, which was PSAV, because they used to come up to the school and recruit the people that were there at that school to be involved in audio visual.
Okay. And you already had took a liking to that, so you kind of just jumped into that lane.
Yeah, because I grew up in it.
Right.
Grandfather had all the VCRs, video cameras. When all that shit came into play, he had all of it. And he introduced us to all of it. So that's how I got in. Now I'm a projectionist at 110, and I have my own media company.
Okay. How long ago did you start the media company?
Okay. I started the media company 4 years ago, but I started my management company about 10 years ago. I had a couple of rap groups out of Chicago that I managed. I did promotions and things of that nature, and that's what made me get off into media, because media is a umbrella of everything that I do.
Okay.
So that's why.
Would you like to name those groups, or would you want to keep that silent?
Oh, I mean, that's fine. The first group I started with was guys that I grew up in the neighborhood with. They were called Verbally Diseased. We did some really decent things to the culture of hip hop here in Chicago. Then after that, there was a group by the name of Made in Chicago that I managed, and we done been on film, reels, and things of that nature. Now their name is King Drive, and it made me go to Valley Media.
Okay. And are you still behind Valley Media?
That is correct. Yes, I am. Right now, we are behind. One of my clients is What's in It for Black People. which is a very powerful organization, political organization. I do.
Can you name the organization again?
What's in it for Black people? You got that?
No, I didn't hear you.
I said, what's in it for Black people?
Okay, all right. The music's kind of loud, so.
I'm sorry. Let me go outside then. Hold on.
Hey, I got
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. So what's in it for Black people, which is ran by a gentleman by the name of Maze Jackson, which I know from the entertainment industry, and he reached out to me about what he was doing, and I thought it was very powerful for our people, so I got involved.
Okay, awesome. I like that. I like that. So, what does this program consist of?
So it's a political stance.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It's not about Democrat or Republican. It doesn't matter what party. It's about what you're doing for the Black evolvement. If you evolution, that's the best word for it.
Okay.
Black evolution. So it doesn't. We really not we don't Democrat or Republican. It's about what are you going to do for us? Because Republicans and Democrats are together, whether we understand that or not. So it's not about what party you're about. It's about whichever party you're about. What are you going to do for Black people?
I was once upon a time, or recently I was told that it's two wings of the same bird.
Absolutely. so that means if that bird flying in the same day, it's flying in the same direction.
Yeah.
I got you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what I was told. I'm not saying that's what it is, but
right.
It makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So we had put a bill on the Springfield table. We got the flags put in all of the municipal buildings down in the city of Chicago. It's a well diverse and organized program, and I'm pleased to be a part of it.
Okay, awesome. Salute you. I salute to you for doing that and getting involved.
Absolutely.
Have you always wanted to get involved like that?
Yes. Because how I started was my children had went to a school that I went to and I graduated from, which is South Shore Academy, and I joined the LSC so I could further help my community.
Okay.
You understand so I became the president of the LSC for South Shore, and that's what propelled me to this level that I'm in right now.
Awesome.
Because I was a street dude and I didn't get involved with that because I didn't want, the people to be like, well, this guy's a street dude and now he's trying to do blah. So I got away from that and then propelled myself into this lane. And now this is actually truly by me being the LSC chairman for South Shore Community High School. I got them to keep the name. I got the principal removed from the school because she was not benefiting our children. And now we got better programs over there. And it's a real good program over there. So I'm proud of that.
I commend you on that.
Proud of that. Absolutely.
I commend you on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
You said at one point in time you were involved in the street. How did that come into play? Like what made you gravitate toward that?
I'm gonna tell you. My best friend killed himself. And he didn't kill himself in a typical way that you would think he would kill himself. He drank himself and then got drunk enough to where he could fall off the back of a house and break his neck.
Wow.
and it was mental illness, and it was and I felt like our system failed my man. You
Failed
see
him
what I'm
how?
saying? Failed him because he was crying out for help, and no one was answering his cry. I was the only one that truly, really understood his cry, but we were teenagers at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. And often you can't do for another person when you in a similar situation.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
You're basically just digging dirt on top of each other. You can't get out the hole. You just throw it dirt
Right.
around on each other. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right. So that really, and my growing up in Ida B. Wells, like I didn't elaborate on that, but I seen a man get his head blown off with a shotgun, like, and it was nothing. And the police took a long time to come around, and everybody knew who blew the boy's head off, and no one said anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's some crazy stuff. And and then this whole crack epidemic. I was a product of that. I wasn't a child that was born on crack cocaine, but I was a product of crack cocaine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So that's what my whole thing was about, getting back to the community, is because I know a lot of children that were born on crack.
And we're seeing the outcomes of it still play out right now.
That is correct. So and they're not gonna listen to nobody that don't know they struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
So I could tell you that I'm part of the struggle. No, I wasn't born on crack, but my mother was a crackhead when I was a baby.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So I could tell you the same things your crackhead mama did is the same things mine did.
Yeah.
Now the only difference is I can better cope with them because I don't have that chemical imbalance in my system. So I could deal with it mentally better than you because you have that in your system, but you still have the same emotions that I have.
Yeah.
It's just that I could deal with them a little different, is because I don't have that chemical dependency. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All too often we hear the realization of the violence that plagues our neighborhoods, right? You said it. I've interviewed other people who have said it. We just know people, right, in general, who know someone who's been killed right in front of us. I've seen it. And one of the major things that happens to us when we see something like that is it's not TV for us, right? So we become desensitized to it because we're not looking at the TV. I saw it. I didn't see something made up. I didn't see something that y'all televised, that y'all put together, that y'all put in a movie or in an acting scene. I saw it in front of me. And for us, I don't think people understand that what we're dealing with and what we're seeing is totally different from what you see in the movies and what you may think we're saying in the music that we're putting out. And because of that, I think that we do suffer from a sort of a PTSD, if you will, because of the things that we are seeing. All the gunshots, all the violence. We're seeing it every day. And because we're seeing it, we're acting. That's the other part of us acting out and being uncontrollable at the same time. Is that something that you would agree with? You can't hear me.
Yeah, I got you. I hear you.
Okay. Is that something that you would agree with?
Yes, totally, brother. Totally. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That is the problem, brother.
And often there aren't enough programs given to us when we're asking for them to alleviate the situation. What's usually done is they give out more drugs and more guns.
Right, to solve it's not really to solve the problem, it's to subdue it.
Yeah, not even subdue it, but to continue the repetition.
Okay, that's a better word. You're right. So
you grew up in Ida B. Wells, right?
Mm-hmm. Inglewood, yep.
And then you grew up in Inglewood.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then from there, you graduated high school, then you went on to Columbia.
That's correct.
All right. So the managing, what did that come into play between?
Okay, so the managing part came into is because when I was growing up, my grandmother and my grandmother's sister owned a business in Inglewood called Filling Wheel Foods that was right across the street from Beale High School. So the entrepreneurial spirit was always in me.
Okay.
Because from a child.
Okay.
So that's where the whole management thing came into play, is because I felt like I could manage a lot of situations. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So management was like, okay, I can manage a business. I can manage an apartment building. I can manage, so it was like, okay, well, I'm going to do management.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just, but then as I got older, I understand and fine tune what was what. So then I could pinpoint exactly what it was.
Okay.
So then that's when I came into media. It was like, okay, media is really where I'm at. So that's how I got into the whole entrepreneurial management, thing, because my grandparents and everything owned businesses. Now, but when crack came, now none of them own businesses. All of them are gone. All of them are gone.
So talk to me about that. Was it just the business just started folding because of the community?
Here's the deal. Now here's the deal. Once you know how we are as Black people. We get a little something. We found a little privilege. You know what I'm saying? Now you done lost track of the real goal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what happened. My family had a business for 25 years in the Inglewood community. Fed the whole community for 25 years. Once the older people got older and started getting diseases and dying off, they didn't teach the younger ones how to do. And then we come along and we about that, but crack had already ate it up.
Yeah. So whatever was left at that point in time, y'all just took that and did whatever y'all was gonna deal with it.
That's right.
Okay.
Absolutely. And then it didn't end up to anything. You know what I'm saying? My family, just like I said, in Inglewood, we pretty much both sides of my family had 2 grocery stores in Inglewood.
Okay.
At the particular time, we delivered milk to people when people had real ice box, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like these little young kids don't even know. Like literally, ice box was called an ice box because you took a chunk of ice and put it on the bottom of it to keep the refrigerator closed. My people in Inglewood used to deliver the ice.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? My cousin was the first female barber ever to cut hair in Inglewood.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So Inglewood is dear to me, but we also my family also destroyed the community also.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's because my uncles and father were the first ones to ever bring crack cocaine to the community.
Okay.
They were the plug.
Are any of them still your father?
My father, I'm right here now with my father playing pool, but my uncle dead.
Okay. Okay.
He got killed. He got killed from it. You know what I'm saying? Wow. You know what I mean? And my father, by the grace of God, because he was such a humble man and he loved his family, God blessed him with his life.
Spared him. Mercy.
Absolutely.
At any point, were you ever a musician of any type? Did you play any music?
Actually, yeah, I played. My aunt, God rest her soul, she just passed away. She played for me to have drum lessons.
Okay.
I know how to play a little bit of guitar. I know how to do anything with a computer as far as producing music with a computer. But I don't feel like, to me, that's a real musician. A musician is a person that plays a flute, a piano. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That type of stuff. So, but yeah, I'm very. Here's what my grandfather taught me: I'm a jack of all trades and a master of some. That's how I can tell you the best way it is for me.
Okay. Did you ever do any producing behind music?
Yes, I produced one song on my on the first Verbally Diseased album that we ever done. I have produced many shows on the media side, but as far as music,
I'm aware.
yeah,
I'm aware.
but
I appreciate
but on the I appreciate you too. But yeah, on the film side, I got quite a few things. On the music side, not many, but on the
there's film.
Yeah, so it was this movie called 1 Week back in the day. It's a very good new movie, and I suggest if you haven't seen it, it's a very independent movie. It was in shows in like 2001 or something like that, but it's about AIDS. And it's a very diverse movie. It's a good movie. It's a good B movie.
It's called 1 Week.
1 Week.
Okay. I'll look into it.
Check that out.
I'll look into that.
And I got some other stuff coming up, but 1 Week was what really propelled me into the film realm.
Okay. And you're still continuing that now.
Yes, absolutely. I got a couple of things under them that's coming out right now. One is I got a documentary that's about to for a boxer that's here from Chicago that I'm very passionate about right now, and he's a good dude. His name is Anthony, man. He's from Inglewood. He's doing his thing. He's about to open up a PDS, what is it called? Post-traumatic PTSD. I'm sorry. Center in Inglewood.
Okay.
To address the situation that we were talking about before.
Yeah, it's needed. It's needed.
Yes, it is. It is. And my brother, and he from where I'm from, and he know about my background. I know about his background. Like I was telling you, my uncle Johnny Boy, he got murdered in Inglewood he didn't get murdered in Inglewood, but he was the true supplier of anything drug related in Inglewood, and he was killed, and he was killed by one of his soldiers.
Wow.
Yeah, and my man is from that flock.
Okay.
If you understand, you know what I'm saying.
Okay,
so
I get what you're saying.
He was fed by my people, and for him to when he met me and I met him, it was just it was wonderful. Man, it was wonderful, and we finna make this happen, man, for our people in Inglewood, brother. That's all I can say, man. It's about to happen.
So
we're about to do it.
Along with that, because this is how I feel that more of us should go see psychiatrists. Do you think that's something that should be done as well?
Absolutely, and I feel like it should be a black psychiatrist. I'm not saying anything against white people. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is
there's nobody that understands you better than someone that looks like you.
That's it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's fine, because I tell people that often that I think everyone should, everyone, not just black people, but not just African, indigenous, whatever you want to call yourself, Hebrew, Israelite, whatever it is. I feel like every person across the world, across the board, because we are all dealing with personal issues, demons, mental health issues just in general. And I think at some point, instead of bottling this stuff up or drinking or smoking too much, I think we should be able to talk to someone, because a lot of us don't trust our family or friends enough to speak openly.
That's right, brother. That's right, brother.
And voice our opinions about the things that we're going through. And I think it would be beneficial if we did have psychiatrists, shrinks, whatever you want to call them, to be able to not just diagnose, but just have someone there to listen to us talk and let us get some of this stuff off our chest, because as we were speaking on earlier, seeing people get shot right in front of you is different.
Yes, it is, bro.
Seeing people get stabbed in front of you is different.
Yes, it is.
Having to defend yourself to the point where you may have to kill someone is different.
That's right. That's right.
And I'm not talking about necessarily with a gun. I'm talking about with your bare hands.
Bare hands. That's right. It's very different.
People all the time, it's not that I would want you to have to do it, but it's different.
Right.
It's different. And it leaves a different type of mark on you when it happens.
Yes, sir.
You know?
That's right.
That's
right.
There are those within each community, whether you're Italian, Polish, Irish, or whatever it is. There are guys who actually love it because they've done it.
That's it. And in our community, that is perpetuated, and that's the problem. Violence is entertainment.
Yeah. We have taken it from watching it on a movie to acting it out in everyday life.
And it feels good.
The part about that is that these kids are using these pills, right?
Yes.
They got pills that keep them in the zone, and they got pills that get to them where they need to go so they can do all this diabolical, maniacal stuff.
Yep. Yes.
And so we do need these type of features in our neighborhoods, and not just in Inglewood. It needs to be everywhere. And I'm very proud. I salute you guys for doing that, because these are things that are imperative.
That's right. We're gonna go, and we coming to everywhere. We coming. Inglewood is just where we from.
Correct.
Once we get the programs together, we going to. No, I'm not going. And I'm just saying this from my heart, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful nor the race, but I'm going to where I'm at.
Yeah.
I ain't going to. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the west side, right where it's at.
Yeah.
I'm going to Inglewood, right where it's at.
Yeah.
I'm going to South Shore, right where it's at. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to Pilsen.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to West Inglewood.
Is that you're not excluding nobody, but
no, I gotta get me right first.
You have to heal those around you first before you.
That's right. So
let me ask you another question off the subject of that. If I gave you $7 billion, what would you do with it?
I would take if you gave me $7 billion, brother, I would take every black person out of America and move them in, not out of America. I would buy a part of America and move every black person in that part and give everybody an assignment. And I'm talking about the bad and good. Whether in the bad, we take care of the bad. You see what I'm saying? That's what I would do with my $7 billion.
I already know.
I want you to give me all of mine, and we can handle all of mine.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I want.
Do it?
That's it.
That's how you do
it. That's it. Just give me all of mine. I got my money. I got me a spot to where I'm gonna put all of mine, and we deal with all of mine.
Okay.
Because we got enough good people to get rid of them and do what we need to do for us. Yeah. Because that's the main thing is we got to get rid of that bad though.
Yeah. And when we say get rid of the bad, it ain't necessarily it doesn't mean that we're gonna get rid of them, but it means
you're not a part, right?
Yeah, it means to reintroduce them and reprogram them into doing something that's more.
That's right, G.
More constructive, you know,
to
more progressive.
To us.
Yeah.
To my children, to your children, to your grandchildren, to your grandchildren's children.
Yeah. We don't
I ain't got to worry about. That's right. I ain't got to worry about your children killing my children.
Yes, sir.
And we was buddies. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. And to be a blessing to someone in that nature would be the ultimate.
That's it.
Blessing, right?
That's it. That's it.
I'm taking someone who others would consider criminal, which is, we know that you're calling me something else, right?
Right.
You're taking those groups of people and you're saying, I know you have a talent.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you have issues. But because I know that, I have something for you to do. And there's some work to be done for you, but we need to work on yourself before we get into that work.
And if you don't want to work on yourself, then I'm going to eliminate you.
Then you have to go.
That's it.
Then you have to go.
Now you make that choice. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm going to let you make that choice.
Yes.
But I want you and I love you, but if you don't love you, then I cannot love you.
Yes. And along with that, I've said over and over again, that is the next thing that is missing within the community is the love and the trust, right? Because we don't show enough. Me and you, we show love because we understand the struggle, right?
That's right.
I know where you're from. You know where I'm from.
That's
I know
right.
you can get heated. You know I can get heated. And we both know we're gonna tear up shit if we get there, right? right. But we know before that small brother, I'm gonna show him love.
That's it. Right.
And if there is a violation, we're gonna talk about it first.
Right. And then if we can't talk about it, then it must be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then it must be.
Yeah. As long as it don't get to a level where hate consumes the heart and the mind, we'll be all right. Because once we get there, then we know what type of actions are gonna come from that. All right. And that's not something I would want anyone to have to experience.
That's right, black man.
Because once it gets there, it's all hell. It's all hell from that point on.
That's right.
Right. We're talking about losses. But what we would like to do is introduce the love, right? Through love, I can talk to you, right? Through love, we can heal. We can talk about what happened. What got us to the point where we can't get along. And once we get to that point and we can talk to each other, we can solve these issues that we're having. $7 billion.
That's right. That's right.
$7 billion. And I asked you that because I know through pain, struggle, sacrifice, and passion, there are those of us who would know what to do. And if you thought about it on a wider scale, there are enough of us as entertainers.
Yep.
As a
to
whole.
make that happen.
Yeah.
Make that happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And there's a few of them on it, but it got to be more.
Yeah.
It got to be more. And here's what I'm saying. We got to eliminate the noise.
Correct.
Once we eliminate the noise, then you can hear.
Yeah. I think
you got to eliminate the noise.
I think a part of that is, as you know, media, right?
That's right.
It's not just the TV, but it's the music.
It's everything. That's why I chose media, because it's all of it.
Yeah.
Social, everything, all of it.
Yeah.
All of it.
And I get asked often, how come I don't do more real rap? And I told you, don't you have enough of that? Don't y'all have enough of that already?
Right. Yeah, I can do something.
Got enough of that already? Like it's all over the place. Don't y'all got enough of that? I prefer to be lyrical. I prefer to let you think. Because if I get that lane, that's what you're gonna expect from me every time.
That's right.
Every time. So maybe I'll do a song here and there, or maybe I'll mix it all together. But I'm not gonna
do what Outkast did. What did Outkast do? People really don't realize what Outkast did.
Them brothers.
Outkast came out with the shit that you wanted to hear, became platinum, and then told you what I want you to hear.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Southern playalistic music was all about what we was about at that time.
Yes, sir.
Then the next album came out with AT-Aliens, was totally different than Southern playalistic.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
There was growth every album, though. They gave you growth.
Yes, and they but they had a plan with that from the beginning.
Yeah.
They knew they can herd you by talking that bullshit. You see what I'm saying? And then once they talk that bullshit and they got your ears open and got your heart open, then they can give you some real things. And you gonna accept them for that is because they still good.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying? But here's what I'm gonna tell you though. Man, it was a beautiful thing talking to you, brother. But I'm in this washroom and people is knocking on this door.
Yes, sir. We'll hopefully we can do this again another day.
Yes, sir. Yes. And
I appreciate you, man.
Love it.
I appreciate your time.
I appreciate you, God.
Yes, sir. Love you, bro.
Love you too.
Yes, sir. Thank you, bro.
All right. Yes,
Yep.
sir. Love you.